Hi everybody, this is BShay with Cutting Up in the Kitchen. I'm here at Pasadena Media, Control Room A, and this is where all the magic happens. And without our wonderful volunteers, just wouldn't go on. We do a lot of things in this room, and I'm excited to say sometimes my show goes on location. And today I want you to take a look. Everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining me today in Cutting Up in the Kitchen. We're at home cutting up with Darrena and myself, and we're going to be talking about something so easy that anybody can do with stuff you already have on hand. But before we get into that, we'll be right back after this important message.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. Oh, I got this. Is that brand? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together.
Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. We're going to show you how to make something handy on hand that you already have. We're using oatmeal. Oatmeal is fantastic and it's inexpensive. You get your grains, whole grains, plus fiber. Now who doesn't want that? What we're going to do today is show you how to take some whole grain, whole fiber oatmeal, and we're just going to pour it in our bowl, and we're going to mix it with some fantastic antioxidants. Now you know oatmeal alone is good for you, and it helps you in so many ways. You want to move that roughage through your system, and why not have it in a delicious way by adding antioxidants? So what we're going to do here is make some granola and add some superfoods to it. So I'm going to throw in some brown sugar. That's what we're going to do the first thing off. Then I have all these wonderful loosely chopped walnuts that we're going to dump in here too. Okay, now we already know that walnuts give us our omega-3, and we need that for our antioxidants and inflammation. Okay, now we've put in our walnuts, which is our omega-3s, and we use some brown sugar, organic brown sugar, and we have our whole grain oats, our oatmeal. And this is a multi-grain oatmeal, by the way, and it has barley and other stuff in it, and chai that I put in it as well. Now I have some shredded coconut. Now I don't have to tell you the health benefits of coconut. We're using coconut in two ways in this granola. We're going to use coconut flakes, and we're just going to put that in there. And of course, you know, coconut is an antioxidant as well. It's good for you in so many countless ways. I can't tell you. You can use it on your skin. You can use it. You can eat it. So if you can use it inside and outside your body, my God, what are you waiting for? And it's not that expensive. It's a good fat, and you can use it in the place of butter. And also, what we're going to do now is use some cranberries. We're going to take the ordinary oatmeal and make it fantastic. We're going to use cranberries. Now, and you know, as well as I do, that cranberries are dried cranberries, and they're good for you. They're a superfood and an antioxidant. And also cranberry helps control bladder infection. It keeps the bacteria from growing on your wall in your bladder. So you want to use cranberries as often as you can. Either drink it or eat some dried cranberries in your snack. Like we're going to do here. We're going to mix these cranberries up. Now, we're going to move on down to nuts and grains. Now, if you want, we've already put walnuts in here. I want to mix it up a little bit. We're going to put some pumpkin seeds. Now, as we've mentioned before on previous shows, how important pumpkin seeds are. And pumpkins itself is high on the list for prostate cancer. Superfood, super antioxidant. Now, we have some beautiful, juicy, delicious golden raisins. So we're going to top this up. I tell you guys, this granola is going to be fantastic. Now, and we also have, we're going to put a pinch or a half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon in this mixture. And I just want to show you what a real nutmeg look like. If you would like to add the nutmeg to your granola, you can for an additional flavor. I'm not in this case. And we're going to put probably just a couple of teaspoons. I'm going to use a couple of capfuls of vanilla flavor. Okay, so we're going to make this really, really delicious. That's about a tablespoon. So what we're going to do here, our last ingredient is coconut oil. Now you want to use this coconut oil in place of fat. Okay, so we're going to put this coconut oil, and I'm using probably 1/4 of a cup. If you like, you can go ahead and use your hands. I'm just going to mix this up, give it a good mix, and we're going to put it in our cookie sheet and put it in the oven at about 350 for about 20 minutes. What I like to do, now sometimes people like to use egg whites to clump the granola together once it dries. Now it's your decision to add or take away some of these ingredients. I just happen to like all these ingredients because it really makes it delicious. I could use a little bit more fat in here, but in this case I'm not going to because I have fat in the nuts. We know that the good fat is in the walnuts as well. And remember, walnuts are brain food. So eat your walnuts, you're going to get a twofold benefit from it. So this looks about ready to pour in there. And before I do that, I definitely want to take a little sip of my tea with my crazy cup made by Dorina Designs, who's my co-host. And it's lovely tea, by the way. So what we're going to do is take this delicious mixture, which is walnuts, coconut, brown sugar, golden raisins, cranberries, pumpkin seeds, and cinnamon and vanilla flavor. So now you got it. And I'm going to show you what you're going to do with that after it's over with. So what we're going to do is just pour this in and kind of flatten it out a little bit. Wow, that looks fantastic. We're going to put this in the oven and bake it for about 15 minutes at 350. And we'll be right back after this message.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Don't let E. coli mosh with your food. An estimated 3,000 Americans die from a foodborne illness each year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So always separate raw meat from vegetables. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Hi everybody, I'm back. We're at Pasadena Media in Control Room Studio A. We are going to be traveling around Pasadena over the next couple of weeks. We're going to go to farmers market. We're going to go to the market, and I'm going to show you how to select your fruits and vegetables. The ones that make sense. You want to get the most bang for your buck. You know, like Kenny Rogers said, you got to know when to hold them and know when to walk away. There's certain foods you got to walk away from, guys. We'll talk more about it when we come back.
Oh, I'm sorry, excuse us. I am here in Cutting Up the Kitchen, Doreena's Designs, and I'm with my latest projects. These are my fun mask wall hangings, and I'm going to tell you about the process I went through in creating these wonderful art pieces.
Well, they look absolutely lovely, and we've had so many questions received from the viewers corner. Can you tell us the process in which and how that came about?
These were created actually after a project that I gave my students. They were to study Cubism, they were to study Picasso, and they did discover that some research went into African masks, so that opened up a whole arena of asymmetrical designs, working and letting the process evolve, where your artwork kind of tells you at one point where to go. And these are what I call just fun, playing and claying.
It's absolutely beautiful. The design of the eyes, the colors are fantastic, and the hair as well. Can you tell us about, oh, that's a gorgeous beauty.
Thank you. This is called working with slabs in ceramic term. So you're working with just a flat pancake rolled slab of clay, and then these have a little relief where you put one slab on and you cut out pieces to make it the dimension come up. So you have not quite 3D, but the artwork evolves from a flat surface and then pieces being put onto the flat surface.
So it's really interesting because the time that it takes to create it and the vision that you have, it's amazing that you're able to bring it out and do it in a three-dimensional form.
Well, one of the reasons I do like hand building, and I also like working with the wheel, but one of the fun things that I like about hand building is that your piece has a chance to evolve and tell you a little bit about what it wants to be. In throwing on the wheel, you're looking for symmetry, you're looking for pieces that are a little less organic. So I call working on the wheel more like classical music and building with your hand more like jazz.
So that's kind of, can you hold that piece up again? It's really very beautiful, interesting pieces, the intricate detail and the luscious lips. Fabulous.
Well, thank you. So that's a tribute to all of our big red lips. All of my friends who have big red lips.
And green
and
eyes.
like big red lips. That's kind of consistent in this set of designs. Also, I tried to put in some pattern and just the asymmetrical meaning that could come through when things aren't exactly the way you think that they should be. So I mix colors. And as you realize, in ceramics and working with clay, there's always surprises. So you might plan one thing, and the clay, when it's done and it's finished with its 2 firings, it'll tell you something else. So these pieces can be either hung on the wall as wall hangings. One of the things I like to do is put a piece up and just get an old frame from the thrift shop that has characters kind of beat up and put the frame around the mask. You could do that, or wall hanging. Or on the back, I have prods, so I'm hoping that maybe that you can even put it on a stand.
What a nice touch. It's absolutely beautiful. The representations is wonderful.
Thank you. So some of them are not I was wondering about putting on the last firing, which means it would go in the kiln again to, I think it's like 1800 degrees. And I'm thinking about maybe a little gold, a touch of gold.
Absolutely lovely. I mean, that is beautiful. That's a one-of-a-kind piece. Absolutely
Yeah,
lovely.
all of them have their own character and their own.
This character
Evolution.
is this in this particular art piece mask. Is it asexual? Is it a man or a woman?
It's kind of a little bit of what you see.
Because I feel like I'm getting both.
A little both, right?
I love
And
the
that's
color
kind of-
contrast.
that's a kind of what one of Picasso's cubism features is that you might have, if you look over here, there is one face.
Absolutely.
And if you look on this side, you see another face. So it's kind of like our ourselves and our imaginary friends, our egos and super egos, our profiles, and then our frontal views all put in together.
It's fantastic.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun because one of the things about trying to make something real is you try and make it right. And doing this type of artwork, you can make your realism right. So it's more of a creative process.
Well, yeah, I think now, let us know, I love it, how, for more information, I know that they know that Darina's Design.
Darina's Designs at gmail.com. I am on Etsy and I'm starting to work my Etsy store. So it's Darina's Designs at etsy.com. But if you'd like to come and visit my studio, I will be working with Open Studios coming up in June, and I'm also working with Sims Clay Center. Their show is coming up in May, so there's some fun summer shows coming up. And if you want to come over and visit my studio and I can give you an appointment, just text me or email me at darinasdesigns@gmail.com.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Pre-diabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
If I got to go to college, oh my goodness. I like discovering new things. You get to see what works for you and what doesn't. That helps you evolve as a person. You get to make like a supernova of skill or talent or whatever it is. I've always wanted to go to college. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.
So what do we have here? We have Oyas. Oya, Oya, Oyas. Okay, and why are they so important? And what is an Oya? So you can see I've been in the clay again, and this time I've been playing with terracotta clay. The terracotta clay is the red color brick clay, and you see pots made out of it, regular garden pots. So this is made out of the same type of clay, and instead of being your garden pots that are red and brick color, these are Oyas. Why are Oyas so important? Because Oyas are an ancient irrigation system. So it looks like a vase, it's very pretty, kind of organic and bottom heavy. What happens is you have your garden, you have your dirt, you have to dig a hole for the Oya to sit in. The Oya goes in the earth, and you just see the top. You put it in the earth, you put your water in it after March 10. Are we okay now? March 11th. We can have our water. Put your water in it, you put a top on it, because you buried it so it's in a hole and you cover the hole, you just see the top. And what happens is your roots of all your plants will come to the Oya, and there is a very slow seepage because the water from the container will seep out into the soil. So there's a very slow seepage, and your plants will live. You can water less and they'll get exactly how much water that they need.
How long does it take for the water to naturally irrigate out?
It depends on the amount of space. Now this one would be probably a garden bed, and you would have little oil holes, not gopher holes, but oil holes where you would dig out. And it depends on the size of the oil. So this one, of course, would irrigate more earth or more grounds. And this is a smaller, more geometric shaped one. And this one, it was very fun making it. My artist side came out, and so I had
And I believe that you felt that one was too pretty to put in the ground.
Yeah, we decided to put this one on the shelf instead of on the ground, in the ground. So again, these are all hand built, and when you put them in your earth, you save your gardening, you save your water, you're irrigating your garden the amount of water that the plant needs. It will come, the roots will seep out the water. This will slowly go out to the earth. You take the top off and check, and you say, oh, it needs more water, and you fill this up and go away for another week or so, and your plants will thrive.
So a week to 10 days is fantastic.
Yeah.
I think that it's been well worth the wait. I know we got a lot of emails regarding the Oyas, and a lot of viewers called in regarding our Viewers Corner. So there you have it. You've explained it pretty much in details. Okay, so folks, if you're interested, Darina's design, and of course we're cutting up in the kitchen with Darina and BShay, and we'll come back after this important message.
Oya, oya, oya.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Hi everybody, we're at Pasadena Media, Control Room A. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be sending shout outs to all the people, thanking them for the Instagram, BShay in the Kitchen TV, and all of the followers, Cutting Up in the Kitchen. We have Orange is the New Black, How to Get Away with Murder. Thank you so much for responding to my pictures. In addition to cooking and talking about health and wellness, you have to check out the Instagram account because I offer recipes, staging, etc. Without further ado, check it out, BShay in the Kitchen TV. Oh wow, it looks wonderful and it looks so fabulous. So why don't we get everything ready here? And I'm just going to kind of dump it. It's a little hot, but we're going to dump it so that you can see how wonderful. Oh my goodness, this is so fantastic. And you guys have our cutting board here. So let's just take a look at this, how beautiful this granola came out. It is absolutely beautiful. Look at this beautiful granola that we just made.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Isn't it wonderful? So why don't you help me, and let's go ahead and package up what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is just scoop it in. Now I made this so that I can have luscious snacks all week if I need to. What I would do with this is get some Greek yogurt. Now I told you to get the Greek yogurt 2% with 23 grams of protein per cup.
23 grams.
23, and that's 5. The brand 5.
5. That's
Yes,
a good amount of protein.
It's a good amount of protein, and I found some with 15 grams, but now that I've discovered there's 23 grams per cup, it's on. Now, I would just simply use my Greek yogurt and put some of this on it, or use the Greek yogurt to top this with. So this is a fantastic treat, and what I would do also, once it's cool, I would chop up my 72% chocolate cocoa. And put it on top for a decadent treat.
Oh my goodness.
And it actually tastes really good.
smells delicious.
It does smell
smells
delicious. And you could probably just have this with almond milk, and I think that's probably what I'll do. Now this makes a really, really good gift. I like to do this and perhaps have, put a little wrappy around it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful gift. And it's something that's healthy. So if you want to go a little bit more eccentric, you can add just different types of herbs and spices. If you want to go savory, go with some fresh thyme, rosemary, garlic, and it turns into a whole nother treat. You can even throw some baked garbanzo beans in there. Garbanzo beans baked are delicious.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, that sounds like a recipe for our next show.
Sounds good to me. Now, it's on for that.
It's on.
It's on. So, what I'm going to do is, it's delicious. Well, let me taste it too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I know it is. It smells wonderful. Really good.
Very good. Okay. Hey.
That's mine. There you got it, guys.
This is
Get up
mine.
in the kitchen. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, you gotta act like that. Can't take her nowhere.
Hart, what's going on? I'm leaving. Why? What did I do? Not enough. The pressure's too much. I quit. I get it. I can do better. Just please don't leave.
Don't let your heart quit on you. Get your uncontrolled high blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late.